You might never make money trading Forex because there are multiple odds that are stacked against you. I know you've heard the saying that 95% of traders lose money, but somehow you feel like that thing does not apply to you. You feel like you're, if at all, you'll be among that 5% that make money. But the question you should ask yourself, you watching me right now, have you actually made money from trading? Have you ever made good money consistently from trading? The answer is no. In this video, I'm going to break down why you may never make money trading, and if at all you will, I'll let you know the type of person you need to become to stand a chance to make money trading Forex. As some of you watching me might have been trading, either you're new to trading or you've been trading for a while, and there's something common among many people who get into trading is the fact that they find it very difficult to achieve that one thing that brought them into trading, which is making money. You tend to notice that for some reason, no matter how hard you're trying, it's almost like you're getting close and then boom, something happens and you go back to where you're coming from. You keep losing consistently. Now, earlier on, I said that there are multiple odds that are stacked against you. There are multiple reasons why it's very difficult to make money and why you too may never make money from trading until you quit. And one of them is because you are human. It's painful, it is sad, but if you are a robot, if you are an AI, if you were programmed, you would have been making money a long time ago. But because of you're a human being and humans are wired to have emotions, and above all self, we have something I call problem solving instincts. So how does this affect us in trading and how does this make us find it difficult to make money trading? Now let me explain to you. When you see a loss on your trading account, you're fresh off, you're new into trading and you see a loss, you associate it as something that should not be. Because, I mean, you're in this thing to make money. Just like in the regular business, right? If you have a bad, what they'll call bad market, whereby you maybe you buy something, you buy a product and you lose money on it, probably due to inflation or some other reasons. That is something you try to avoid at all costs. And it's something you can also avoid by being aware of current prices. How this thing happens, let's say we sell iPhones, right? In the regular business, let's say we're selling iPhones and that iPhone we're selling, let's say we bought our iPhones, we bought 10 units of our iPhones at $1,000 and we want to sell and we now sell for 1,200. By the time we go back to buy again, we find out that the iPhone is no longer 1,200. In fact, it's no longer $1,000, rather it's even 1,250, even more than what we sold this for. So potentially we lost money. We have to find money elsewhere to add to buy again to be in business. But next time, if we want to avoid that situation, before we sell, maybe every day we need to call and confirm us with our suppliers exactly how much the cost price of the iPhone is, so we can know how much to add on it to make profit, right? So that is a typical loss scenario and how to avoid losses, and it's doable in regular business. But in trading, if you take a loss, coming with the mentality of what you know, in fact, no child is trading, at least people who are trading are from maybe 16 and upwards, right? So coming from what you know, if you lose money, it's not a good thing because it's a loss. Even if you lose your phone, you lose an item that belongs to you, it's associated with a bad feeling. So we try to avoid it at all costs. Now, when we lose money in trading, what we try to do is try to look for ways that we don't lose money again, or if at all we lose money, we don't lose as much money. So we see ourselves doing things that will in our head, right? Things that we feel will avoid losses. When in the real sense of it, it sounds like it's a good thing to do. But in the real sense, you're sending yourself back. You're preparing yourself for more losses to come. Now, the second thing, which is problem solving instinct, is this. It's similar to the first one, emotions, because the emotions is basically us attaching bad emotions to losses, attaching bad emotions to losing money. The second one is problem solving instinct. Now, when we perceive losses as a problem, what's the next thing? We start looking for ways, we start thinking and brainstorming on ways to what solve this problem. So what comes to our head when we're researching, we start brainstorming, we start going through products, videos, we start finding things called trading strategies, maybe flipping accounts or risking higher. We stumble across a few things, and when we think about it, they sound logical enough. They sound logical enough to averts those losses. And to we are happy. That's why whenever you find a new strategy, you're kind of happy. There's this feeling of enthusiasm with you because you're happy and you feel like, okay, finally I've solved this problem of losing. And the best part is that, or like, it's the best and the worst part. The best part of this thing is that when you now start using that strategy you just found, which you thought is a way to avoid the losses, you'll be winning. So, which gives you the congratulations. That's good. You've just solved the problem. You've avoided those losses that were taking. Now it's time to make our money back and finally, start making money consistently or get rich from trading. But it's only a matter of time. Sometimes inside that same week, if the market hits you, inside that same week, you lose again. You get back to where you're coming from and then you become devastated. And most times we run in this cycle for years. Time keep passing. We're in this cycle. It's not that trading is too difficult. It's just because of how you're wired as a human being. When you see a problem, you try to solve it. You don't have money. You're thinking, okay, I need to get a job, or I need to go to school so I can get a degree so I can work, or I need to start a business, or I need to beg somebody, right? You need to build somebody. But when there's a lack of something, when something is not there, as human beings, especially high IQ individuals who get into trading, what you tend to do is find a way to solve the problem. This sole reason is something that if left unattended, you will never, I say you will never make money trading. You would always come, you feel the illusion like you're about to make money and it will slip off. You feel the illusion like you're almost there, it will slip off because of you're a human being. The second thing that fucks everybody up, in fact, fucked me up, was the internet, social media. It sounds popular. We know now there are guys online that claim they make money, but they don't make money the way they make money. It's not. It's not that simple. It's deeper than that. Now, what social media does to your trading is very, very bad. I mean, social media alone on its own, is setting you up to never make money. How? Now, you see the guys who brought us in. Many of us, except a very few percent, many of us came in through the lifestyle boys. Me personally was car guys. I liked cars, so I'm always following them. And I realized that, oh, these guys are traders. So that means if I'm day trading, I will make money to buy these cars. We plaster. That's how I started trading. So different stories for every individual. But most of us came through the lifestyle boys. We saw their lifestyle. We thought, okay, this is a way to get the life of freedom that we so desire, and we came in. Now, when we start trading, we start hearing certain things from these people that we look up to, these people that ushered us into the industry. We start hearing certain things. One statement is, I don't care about money. If I lose it, I'll make it back. Or they go and they lavish money, they spend a lot of money, and they tell you how many pips will make it back from the market. What? Really? Like, really? Oh my God. When I hear that thing back then, I'll say, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. Which vibe? Vibe for poverty. They are just controlling your emotions. They are making you feel like this is how it's done here. But that's not how it's done. That is not how it is done. That is one. You hear them say things like, no risk, no Ferrari. No risk, no Rari. Take the risk now. 0.1 lot size will not make you a millionaire. You hear all those funny things, and those things now is channeled to making you, first of all, making their content go viral, and then making you feel like for you to get to their level, this is the attitude towards money you have to possess. You must possess a nonchalant attitude and total disrespect for money to be successful with trading. So when you make your small $100 from trading, you give it out. You do anything you want to do because you make the money back. And when you go back to the market, it's not what you're seeing. You started losing. Instincts of survival comes in. You need to make money. We need to make money now. We're profitable traders. You start struggling to make money. As soon as you're struggling, as soon as you start needing it, it's stripped off you. You can't get it. And this is not your fault, though. This is what you adopted from someone else over the internet because you're looking up to them, or because of they have the lifestyle and they brought you into the industry. Now, the truth is, I'm not talking about why these guys are doing this, because yes, they're doing it for personal gains, publicity, fame, the money they'll make if you buy their courses. Broker deals if you lose money. That one is crazy. This is crazy. I had a broker reach out to me. I've not shared this before. I shared with my mentorship guys. I had a broker reach out to me early this year, and they told me that those who want to sponsor my videos will not like what I'm about to say, but I have to tell you guys. They told me that they gave me a very good looking deal. I'll take a percentage of commissions, and then those who have spread accounts that have spread, they'll increase the spreads of everybody I bring in so that they would have more money from their trades to pay me. So basically, you come with my link, will be your own spreads will be something insane. My own spreads are cool, but everybody who signed up through me will have bigger spreads, so that from the fraction of that your spread that they increase, they use it to pay me for my own interest. But you be facing some heavy things in your trading that you ask yourself what's going on. Now I will now imagine on top of that, I will now instigate you to risk higher, no risk. You can't get my Richard Mille if you don't take risk on your account. You can't live in the type of house I'm living in. I start giving you things now because of you trusted me and trusted that whatever I'm telling you is true. You now believe that you have to risk. That's how I got the life I want. When I got the life I have from your own losses, then you now risk and lose money, and I'll take up my phone and I'll see the losses, the fraction, my own commission from your losses will be my phone. Like, these guys are setting you up to not make money. So it's crazy. I know. It's sad. I know. Right? You respect these guys. I know. You love them. Some of you love them and you worship them online. I know. But the truth has to be told. If you don't like, that's why I told you. That's why this video is very blunt. You will not make money. These are the things you're doing. Forget about trading. Just enjoy the content and do what you want to do with those people. But if it is taking the advice from them to apply it in your own trading, if you make money, don't respect me in this life. That's truth. You make money from this thing. Anyway, you see me, just this guy is a bastard. I tell you. So social media has a way of giving us false expectations and poor money management. You see the lifestyle they live is clubbing, they burn money in the club, they do all sorts of things. They are in VIP sections, spray money on girls with big asses. They're telling you all sorts of things, giving you false impression on what trading can buy, giving you false impressions, and then giving you also poor money management. Because if they are preaching the truth, how I grew was by keeping my expenses low. I'm not even going to be, if you look at me, you know that, okay, this person, yes, I have some good things. I have some nice jewelry. I have some good gadgets I like. There are things that, good, fine things of life as I can afford and I can get, right? But how I grew and scaled fast was because I was able to manage money. I'm not even going to be telling you. You actually need to understand. First, if you're a true trader, you know that your next income from the market is not predictable. I don't know if I'm going to make money today. I'm yet to get on charts today. I don't know if I'm going to make money today. I don't know if I'm going to lose money today. Even if I make money today, so long as I don't withdraw today, I might lose that money I made today tomorrow. So if this is the modus operandum of the business you are running, can you now be splurging money? The only money that is your money, the only money that is guaranteed is the one you've withdrawn that is sitting in your bank account or your crypto wallet. If it's not there, it's not your money yet. So how can you now say, I'll make the money back when you don't even know if you're going to get on a losing streak next? And then these guys, do they even trade, first of all? But they'll be losing and they will not even show you. Or they'll be taking, this one is real. Two-sided trades. I buy and I sell. One must go now. If the market does not go up, it will come down. So you're always thinking that you're always winning to give you a momentum illusion that things are always happening fast inside their communities, or things are always happening fast in their lives. I'm not even talking about communities because I run a community too, but I'm making sure that I'm putting the truth out there. So things are happening fast in their lives. This is how things are going, and because of your trading a certain way, that you now think there's something you don't know and there's something you need to know. Yes, there are a lot of things you don't know, but it's not that's not how it's done. Trading, the reality of trading, it's a game where you lose. In fact, more often we lose more trades than we win. But despite the fact that we lose more trades than we win, we will still be profitable because we know how to keep our losses small and wins big. They don't tell you these things, you can never know, and there's no way you make money trading. The next thing I'm about to say may not sit well with you. Every other thing I've been saying is the same for everybody, But this one I'm about to say now is going to separate some people. Some people will be on the right, and other people will be on the left. And it's your financial situation. Yes. There are people who have more money than others. And sadly, those who have more money are not going to perform the same way with those who don't have money. Now, how do I know what I'm about to tell you? As far as me, personally, because I've experienced both sides. If you go to my past videos, you see where I give you my full story on how I got to where I am now and getting to make money from trading consistently. Now, aside my own story, I've mentored students. So I've had people reach out to me and I've had people who have taught. And of my students, there are two classes I know, but I don't put it out. I don't you won't even other members don't even know, right? But I know personally because I'm the mentor. So I know those who have better financial standings than the other people. And success, it's not like those who don't have good financial standing don't make it like that, but it's hard for them. Those who have better paying jobs, those who have a business already before they met trading, those who have some money to put on the line, they do better than those who don't have. I mean, those guys, there are people who reach out to me and tell me, oh, please give me a look, give me some time to gather the money for the mentorship and whatnot. While I don't want to pour your hopes on the floor, the truth is, if there's no way for you to make money, I mean, I don't mean people who are salary earners and they need to, budget themselves to be able to pay for the mentorship. No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those people who need to, like, you need to meet your family members, you need to save a lot of pocket money to pay for the mentorship or to get into trading or to fund your account. Now, it will take you a long time because with trading, we need money. We don't need money because we're going to be blowing money. Oh. We need money because of it's a game where we risk a fraction of what we have. So imagine what you have is $50 and we are risking a fraction of $50. Do you know that if you're trading a $50 account, if it is your last money, for you to profitably trade a $50 account that is your last money, you need to risk maybe $1 per trade. Now let's assume your $1 is 2% though. Okay. Now let's assume you're risking $1 from $50 and you're 10% up in the month. That is $5. $50. That's $5. But if you have $50, listen, but if $50 is the amount of money you can spare to trade, but you have a job, you have a business, but you want to try $50, I'll put you on a risk structure that will allow you, will just deplete your account, will divide your account rather into max losses we can take in a row. So long as you understand the system, we'll see what happens with $50. At least we can do $50 to $100. At least we do 100 to 200. But it may not be that fast as I'm saying it. But we know that we'll put you in a structure whereby you can make more money faster than if it's your last money. Do you understand me? I mean, with my students, this is something I do with my students. They come in with, okay, I have this account size or I have this prop firm size. What can we do with it? And I'm like, okay, I look at their level of knowledge first. Because if you're not good, I know those are good. If you're not good, I'll tell you risk 1% or risk 2%. But if you're good, my main guys are tight. Tell them, see, do like this, do like this, do like this, and then result comforts. Even with prop firms, right? Same thing. It's okay. This is the plan. This is the risk structure. Do like this, and results comfort. But if it's your last money, how now? Because I can't set you up to lose your last money. Because while we are increasing the risk, the higher chances, there's also a higher chance of what you losing the account. But the goal is if we lose, we stay emotionless and fund again. Do you understand? That's how to grow from small. If I have $1,000 only to my name now, I know that okay, with my skill set, I can split that $1,000 into two, take 500, split 500 into 5 places. 1,000 $100 starts $100, $500 account. I know what to work with $500 account to get myself to 10K before the end of the year. Listen to me, before the end of the year. If I can get 10K before the end of the year, then before the end of 2026, I know what to do. Do you understand? But that's because of I've first gotten the skill set and then the substantial money. 1K is okay. I mean, if it's the last one you have to your name, but still, it's just somehow. I didn't get here by trading my personal money. I used to tell you guys, like, I had people who invested in my trading that elevated me very fast. But assuming you can't do it with working a job, you can. I have students who've done it. They've done it over and over and over again, right? So, but you need some financial standing, a better financial position. Because remember, trading is almost investing. In fact, it is investing, but it's just some kind of investing where we multiply our money faster than the generic investing. That's just what it is. So if you're not told this thing, you may just think, oh, trading is so hard. A student who has no side hustle, no gig, nothing, there's nothing you're doing, it's just trading. You stay 5 years, 10 years in the game, there's nothing you make for yourself, and you end up saying, oh, this trading things are hard. But the truth is, you need a form of stable income So if you're not working a job, you don't have a business, before you even try to get into trading, go and fix the aspects. Get something that puts food on your table. And then when food is on your table, what this does for you is it allows you to have a stable mind. A stable mind to then trade, because you're not trading from the standpoint of I need to pay my rent this month, I need to fuel my house, I need to have electricity in my house, I need to put food on my table. But you're trading from a standpoint of, okay, let me become a better trader. And it is in becoming a better trader that you then make money consistently to then elevate your lifestyle. But if your standpoint is, oh, how do we feed? How do I pay my rent? Or I need to make trading. Trading needs to make sense for me right now. Trading needs to do this. Trading needs to do that. It's gonna be really hard for you to make money. That's the truth. So you see that your personal, and this is not your fault. Sometimes people who are undercapitalized, I won't say it's their fault, because everybody did not have certain opportunities. But if you keep showing up, opportunities will find you. That's my own. You understand? So this is something that, it's a sad truth. You need to understand that if you're in a bad position financially, before you try to get into trading and use your last card, just get some more money. Hustle, hustle. Even if it's not a full blown job, you can do one gig that gives you some cool cash that can, cover your expenses for like the next 3 to 4 months. And then you can now put outside maybe $1,000, 2K, or 500, 1,000, like that. Put it aside. Say, let us try out trading first. You keep that money. You don't try to use that money to try out trading. You then gain knowledge. You get knowledge. You know your stuff now. You're good. Then handle that money. That's when you can scale. Do you understand? So that's just the sad thing there. You see that this one, I'm saying this one small because I understand that it's going to hurt some people watching this video. But all the same, it is what it is. Now, one more thing is prop firms. Prop firms, prop firm game is not what it used to be. Prop firm space has changed. The prop firms now are there to make money off you. The chances of you making money is smaller now. But can you make money? 110% you can make money. Traders are still bagging payouts. Traders are passing challenges. But what I'll tell you with prop firms is that the prop firm model is not a model that will make you rich. The prop firm model is a model that will enrich the companies. Prop firm is like gambling now, whereby the casinos, they make more money than the actual gamblers. But are there people that make money? Yeah, in gambling, there are people that still make money. But so they make trading tougher than what it is. They make trading 3 times, even 4 times harder. Normally, you can trade your stuff. Now you start have to look out for news. You now have to start looking out for one event or the other. You start checking in your leverage. You can't risk exactly how you want to risk to pass the account fast based on your strategy. You start doing some certain things. Sometimes you want to risk 1% of your accounts, but because of you always having a small stop loss, you can't place the trade because of your leverage. You don't have to under risk. All those funny things. It just makes trading harder than it is. Then let's say most times in our trading, it is normal that you have sometimes some trades will be a big boost. This happens to everybody. It happened to me. One trade that helps me was this trade I did. I spoke about it on YouTube that I made $6,000 was beautiful. Once in a while, we always have those periods where we just have a big boost of a trade. Now, if you have that thing in prop firms, most times they'll cancel out that trade or they'll reset your account. They'll tell you it does not show professional trading. What the fuck are you talking about? Professional what? When we are actually executing our system and for some reason, maybe we made a mistake in lot size. Maybe you're meant to use 1 lot, you use 10 lots. Or maybe you're meant to set TP at 2,100, you now set TP at 21,000. And for some reason, price gets there. You now make all that money. You tell me it's not professional trading. You are mad. You are moving mad. But that's what prop firms they do. And that is why it's now harder for you to actually make money from trading prop firms. That's just the thing. I know everything I've said in this video so far is going to make trading look like it's so difficult and impossible to make money. Yes, it is hard to make money trading, especially because of the reasons I've just listed to you. But there's still ways you can make money. You can train yourself to become a human being that is emotionless. It's not like you're going to delete every emotion from your life. It's simply get your strategy, execute, and do nothing else. So stop trying to avoid losses. Stop trying to avert your losses. Stop trying to minimize anything. So long as you have a system, if you don't have one, get the mentor to put you through on a system that is profitable for them, right? If your mentor has a profitable system and makes money trading, take that system and you execute it the way it is. Don't change anything as it is. You have no other business than executing that thing and make sure you're managing your risk properly. Stop anything that makes you try to avoid loss. You can't solve any problem. You can't. So execute the system and do nothing. That's how you erase emotions. Whether you're winning or you're losing, You don't care. That is also why you need money. Do you understand? Because imagine you have rent to pay and you're in a losing streak. What's happening? You need to get money somehow. You try to force it from the market. We don't do that over here. What we do is execute our system flawlessly. No tweak, no change, no mistake. Same time every day. We're repeating the same thing over and over again. Probabilities game. We understand how it works. So we need to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again for a long period of time. That's how we make money trading. Secondly, the thing I spoke about with the internet, stop consuming gurus content. Anybody that you're seeing is a trading guru, makes money, whatever, even if it's not trading, drop shipping, all these guys that are making money, they are showing Lamborghinis, they are throwing cash in the air and all those stuff. Stop, just stop for now, stop. Avoid it. Consume content that makes you a better individual. Consume content that makes you manage money better. Consume content. If you're consuming content, let it just be something that improves your life, not something that will make you a degen, something that will make you degenerate, and then you start wondering why trading is not working for you. All the Lamborghini boys that are overly flexing. Now, there are people who have this lifestyle and they are real. I mean, they're telling you the realities. No problems with that. I'm not saying at the end of the day we're looking to make money, but you see ones that are hyper guru, like is in them. They're telling you the more money I make, the more money I spend, the more money I make, and the more money I make, the more money I spend. Please avoid it. If you need to find a way, it's very simple. Instagram, TikTok helps you. When you see their contents, click not interested so it stops coming to your feed. This is what I did for myself. I unfollowed everybody, all the Miami boys. I unfollowed every single trader or person on the surface of internet that was flashing lifestyle in my face and telling me it's easy to make, because I know that great things actually take time. Now, about the financial standing thing I talked about, get a source of income, not just any source of income, but one that you can merge with trading. That is also why we don't trade 24 hours. We are only trading within a specific time window when certain moves that favor us will happen. We take advantage of it and go over to do the next thing that's important. So you need to find a source of income that you can merge with trading. Me personally, I trade only 2.5 hours every day, right? It's currently 12:59 p.m. So by 2:30, I'll be on charts. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 amount. That's 2.5. That's 2 hours basically, even. But sometimes I could stay till like 5. After that time, I'm out. I'm not on charts before that time or after that time. So what does that allow me to do? I can run other businesses. I can put all other things together to even potentially make myself more money aside what is potentially made on trading. So that way I'm calm. Before I started running businesses and whatnot, I was doing a service that was helping me get money that I was using to, fund accounts and do other things I need to do without me needing money too much. So that was how I was able to, get the good psychology and the right mindset to trade. So you need to get a service you can render or a business, anything you can do that puts money on your table, but you can also merge with your trading. And if you're trading round the clock right now, just know you're doing that thing wrong. Nobody does that. Nobody profitable does that. We can't be seeing charts 24 hours and 7 days. It is not possible. You just need to see it a few hours every day so you can retain the right mindset to be able to execute the next session you're on chart. So you can't just be on chart 7 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. in the evening. It doesn't work that way. If you're doing that thing, I know you're once I see someone doing that thing, I know that you're not profitable. It's that simple. If you must trade prop firms, don't expect anything. Don't expect that it's prop firm that's going to change your life. It's one payout that will buy you the dream car you want. It's one payout that will make you leave your parents' house and all those things. Stop. Stop. If you buy a prop firm account, use an amount of money you're willing to lose. And if you after you've bought it with the amount of money you're willing to lose, don't expect anything. So don't have $1,000 and take $500 and buy a 100K account because you want to make it big. It doesn't work that way. They will flog you with rules like this. Your eye will clear. You understand? So you just better avoid expecting. Just do it and forget about it. You know how we buy crypto and forget about it? Buy the profit accounts and just trade your thing. Forget about the outcome. Just keep trading. Whatever comes out of it, cool. If nothing comes out of it, you're not disappointed. If something comes out of it, oh good, right? So that's how to approach prop firms. It's so sad that that's what's happening in the prop firm space, because I know a lot of traders who grew from prop firm trading, but now it's a whole change. The industry is a whole bunch of crap, bunch of nonsense. But it is what it is. I'm actually working behind the scene, and when this is done, it's not going to be public. I'm not doing any advertisement for it. But I'm building a company where we'll actually manage funds for individuals. I already trade good funds for high-end investors, but I want a situation whereby I would extend the hands to some other traders around me. So it's not gonna it's just the private fund management. We're not going to be putting it out on YouTube or anything like that, or doing some any ads. It's just a private company. We're getting the licensing and registration done. Hopefully, Lord willing, I don't know when it's going to be ready, and then we'll start full blown business. We would basically what I plan on doing is employing qualified traders. Qualified traders, and obviously I'm starting from the guys I know and the guys that are very good that I have trained and I can vouch for their skill sets, right? So we get qualified traders and put them on maybe certain account, fund accounts that are still under the company's name, fund account, and these guys trade. Maybe they'll be paid a salary, as well as we are going to bring back the real prop firms, right? The real prop firms, the real proprietary trading. So we can have traders that will make money for doing the right things, not killing yourself trying to trade prop firms and whatnot. But I didn't mention this, so please, I'm not. Nobody should ask me about it, and I'm not speaking to anybody about it in the DMs. But that's what it is. If you want to be a part of my mentorship, you want to be mentored by me, the link to my DM is in the description. Send me a message. I'll see where you are in your journey, and then I'll know what's best for you and know how to further carry you on. I think that's it for this video. Yeah. So there's a high chance you might not make money trading, but you can make money trading if you can do the opposite of the things that make you not make money trading. And that's it. Peace and love. Bless.